What are the charts saying about where the markets are likely to go, and could they be thrown off course by geopolitical shocks? And if so, where should you be positioned? Uri Landesman is president of Platinum Partners. Jeffrey Phillips is CIO of Riemann Financial. Jeffrey, you're quite adamant that the market is heading higher in your view from what you see.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing very strong support for a bull market to continue through here. We're going to see a little bit of a blip here from events in the Middle East, but we think that's just going to be a healthy correction, opportunities to buy, and we'll continue on an upward trend.
What's your view, Uri?
Well, I think what's going to happen is that this market is going to peak short-term sometime right about the level that we're at right now. It's going to correct down to about 1230 on the S&P, and then spend the year kind of bouncing between 1100 and 1400, with a close at the end of the year probably closer to the high end of that range.
Egypt not a big deal as far as the markets are concerned, Uri?
I think that Egypt eventually will be a very big deal. It all depends. If this ends up being simply a more liberal government that comes in, I think the markets will be fine and maybe even benefit from it. What I'm afraid of, and what I'm afraid the market is going to be afraid of, is that the Muslim Brotherhood gains traction there, and then just like in Lebanon right now, where Hezbollah is running the government, that might happen eventually in Egypt, although that would probably take a couple of years to happen.
And what about, Jeffrey, what are your thoughts here on the impact of Egypt?
Yeah, the bigger concern for us is throughout the Suez Canal, and I don't think it's anyone's best interest to have the Suez Canal closed down for any period of time if that were to occur. It doesn't look like that's the type of issue that would occur in this scenario, though, but that would have the largest negative impact. However, I still don't see that as a major influence on the trends of the market currently.
Uri, you have some Egypt-proof come-what-may stocks, even if the Suez closes, I understand.
Right. I think there's two ways you might want to go here. One is to invest in companies that really are totally dependent on what's happening with them. An example of that is Echo Therapeutics, a company that we follow that's in the biotech space. They're developing a technology which is first going to allow for the immediate use of numbing cream. This is going to have an impact, save about an hour on surgical procedures in the Botox market. That's about a $1 to $2 billion addressable market. And then is going to enable companies to, is going to enable patients to monitor glucose without any needle sticks, and that's about a $15 billion addressable market.
Okay, that Echo Therapeutics ticker symbol ECTE. Uri, thank you very much. Jeffrey, thank you for joining us as well.